happening today. Two former city council members convicted of fraud going to be back in court. Katrina Brown and Reginald Brown, unrelated, are asking the judge to let them remain free on bond pending their sentencing and the conviction. Our Troy Kless joining us now live this afternoon with a look at what we can expect in court today. Hello, Troy.
Hey Lou, thank you. If you remember, the last time that the Browns were here at this federal courthouse, Katrina Brown was sentenced to 33 months in prison and Reginald Brown was sentenced to 18 months in prison. Now, last year, the two were convicted of defrauding the government of more than $3 million in loans and grants that were intended to create jobs for Katrina Brown's family barbecue sauce business. Prosecutors say Miss Brown wrote fake invoices for those loans and funneled the money to Reginald Brown's shell companies instead of used to create jobs as intended. Now, both sentences are below federal guidelines and were less time than what prosecutors were seeking for the crime. But both defendants are appealing their conviction and they want to remain free pending that appeal. Both attorneys are also asking to withdraw from the case as it moves to this next level here. Now, the judge stated that while the two were city council members at the time that the fraud was occurring, she said that there was no indication that either of them used their positions for personal gain in this case. So again, the hearing is going to start at 3 o'clock here, so we'll make sure to bring you the latest on First Coast News starting at 5 o'clock tonight. We're live in downtown Jacksonville. Troy Kless, First Coast News, on your side.